building I'm talking about of the CN Tower that was there before. Yeah. After that, we're gonna do another tour of the day. So you can prepare to be on about for 15 minutes. Okay. So I'm pretty sure when you see all the people.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We are here now at
Yonge-Dundas
Square in downtown Toronto.
Ontario, Canada.
We're going to do the half on half of the day.
See that red bus over there?
Yeah.
Red bus over there. We're gonna do
right.
that. It's kind of
And
raining today.
Today is not a good day. It's freaking
It's raining.
raining.
But because it was my birthday today, so my husband said we're going to do it anyway.
We're going to do it.
All right, we'll do it. I'm just gonna throw this out.
We're going to do it.
I'm gonna throw this out, okay? Stay there.
We are here in Yonge-Dundas Square.
Not tipping, but I have no cash today, so
So we just paid our how much?
Your hop on hop off tour.
For how much? One person?
It's about $66.
Oh, okay.
The
He's a
student
nice
and
guy.
senior rate is 63, and then the child rate is about 42.
No birthday tip?
he's a nice guy.
Thank you.
So why don't we get the bracelet? Easier.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's how we've always done it.
This is Yonge-Dundas Square in downtown Toronto. Today is like it's 10 o'clock in the morning, so there's not much people around here yet. Usually this area is so busy. On night time it's packed of people, but right now raining, not yet.
Are we going up?
Okay, we're hopping on
We're
now.
hopping on.
About 2 hours.
Are we going up?
Yeah, we're going up. Yeah, we're going up.
We'll go up.
Then we're going down. We're going up and we're going down.
You guys have cleaned the seat. Here you can have a seat.
So Thomas, you want to go at the back, at the front, or the seat?
Yes.
We're going to
You can sit
the.
here. I've cleaned this. Okay. Hi everybody. My name is Emmanuel, and I want to welcome you all to the City Sightseeing Toronto tour. I'll be your tour guide for today. So I just wanted to go through a very quick safety message because we're about to leave anytime soon. Okay. So please, everyone, please, as you go along the tour. Also, please do watch out for branches. Etc. We're going to be going under some bridges, so yeah, some of them are pretty low, so please just basically be safe on the bus, and we should be good, and I do hope you enjoy the tour. Okay. So right now we are at our stop number 1, Yonge-Dundas Square. That's the square.
Here we go. We're starting to roll. And it's windy.
Okay. So coming up now on the right, this view we have here on the right, known as the Toronto Metropolitan University, coming out of YSC University. You notice the windows have stickers on them. Yes, that's the that's crashing into those windows. This is not a lot of our skyscrapers here in the city. And all you have there is the Chelsea Hotel. The Chelsea Hotel is the largest hotel in Canada. 1,950 rooms, 274 feet tall, and has 26 floors. And on your left, also, this building on the left is the Aura building. The Aura building is the tallest residential building. Well, yes, tallest residential and largest residential building in this city. It is about 79 stories tall. Construction for that building started in 2010, was completed 4 years later, 2014. It's the only building in downtown Toronto and has an IKEA store. Love that IKEA store on the basement there. Coming up now, on the left, we have College Park building. Yes, if you notice this building has kind of old design, old architecture and all that, that's because that building is covered by the Ontario Heritage Act. So the Ontario Heritage Act was a law that was passed in 1975 that allows for the building of heritage to make changes on the inside of the building, but they cannot do any major change on the outside to preserve that heritage.
$66 per person.
Much more older buildings like
Let's
this.
see if it's working.
Even this one too is covered by the Ontario Heritage Act. Okay, so coming up now on the left side of the bus, up there, we're going to see a clock tower on the left there. Okay, that clock tower belongs to the oldest fire hall in the city of Toronto, Fire Hall 3. Something very ironic how we did a fire hall Well, it caught on fire. That's the oldest fire pole in the city. Okay, so this street we're on now is Yonge Street. Yonge Street is the longest street in the world. This street is 1,896 kilometers long. This street goes all the way to Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay is still in Canada, by the way. Canada. Well, the street is so long that it takes 1 week to drive from the beginning of Yonge Street all the way to Thunder Bay. 1 week drive. Yes, that's if you don't make any stops. If you make stops, well, they might be getting up to 2 weeks. That's how long the street is. Okay. Yes, well, the Guinness World Record, Yonge Street used to be their record for longest street in the world. On some highways, and then over Yonge Street. So that record was then taken from Yonge Street and given to a highway, which is now a McDonald's. So yes, the McDonald's in that building cannot do any major
That's
change
the old
on the
postal
outside of the
station.
building, but it can do any change on the inside to preserve that heritage. I'm sure if you go there, it's going to look like a regular McDonald's. 2011, it was completed in 2014. Okay. Coming up now on the right, this sidewalks here, right here. I don't know if you noticed, but they're kind of different from the regular sidewalks you see everywhere in the city. That's because these sidewalks are made of Mongolian limestone, Mongolian granite, imported directly from Mongolia. These sidewalks are said to give the perfect pitch and sound for your high heel shoes. So yes, if you happen to have high heel shoes and you walk on this sidewalk on the right, it's going to give you that perfect clickety-clack sound for your high heel shoes. Okay. So this intersection we're at right now is known as Bloor and Yonge intersection. This intersection and the one at Yonge and Dundas are the only intersections in this city that have crosswalks in the middle or crisscrossing in the middle of that intersection there. So some people have asked like the way the crosswalks work. Well, the way it works is that the traffic on all 4 sides of the road have to be at a red light, just like right now. That's the only way they can cross through the middle of that intersection there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so coming up now on the right, we're going to see the Toronto Reference Library on the right here. The Toronto Reference Library is the largest library in the Toronto Public Library Network. Yes, well, the reason why it's called a reference library is because you cannot take books or materials out of that library. It's just used for study and references only. Okay, so now we're making a left turn into a very fancy, rich, upper-class neighborhood known as Yorkville. Yes, the reason why this neighborhood is very rich, fancy, rich, and all that is because of the numerous designer friends situated right here in this neighborhood. Well, so some expensive hotels are right here, so I'm going to show you some of them. Okay. Coming up now on the right, we have another old fire station on the right here. This fire station is so old that they have to custom order fire trucks just be able to fit into that fire station because they cannot break any part of the building there. On your right, we have the Four Seasons Hotel and Residence, another expensive hotel we have in the
Good,
city.
someone explaining to me, I don't need to talk.
And drink small.
Better give him a tip.
Okay, so coming up now, we have, speaking of expensive, coming up we have another expensive grocery store on your left here, on Terry's grocery store. At that grocery store, you can get a bag of coffee for $600 a pound at that grocery store.
That's a Mint Yorkville. This is the very expensive area here in downtown Toronto.
Okay. We're coming up now on the left. We're going to see a brick building on the left here. This brick building. That brick building used to be Yorkville jail or Yorkville prison before it became a high-end retail store on the left. Okay. So all the good designer brands I'll send you out. We have the Balenciaga store on the right. Christian Louboutin, you love their shoes. On the right, Chanel. That Chanel store used to be the first location of the Mount Sinai Hospital. So I'm going to show you the current location of Mount Sinai. Then we have Saji Stone Island, Bruno location right. Okay.
Nice area. Nice
Okay,
from
so
the
right in
top.
front of us to the right, there's going to be Yonge-Dundas Hotel. Another expensive hotel we have here in this city.
Must be
Well,
expensive
that hotel is so exclusive that just to get into the lobby of this hotel, you need a reservation just to get into the lobby. Yes, that's because a lot of celebrities have visited that hotel. Like Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, Beyonce, Tom Hanks, they've all been in that hotel.
Wow.
So it's very expensive and exclusive. Okay. So we are now heading to our stop number 4. Anybody wants to get up at stop 4? Stop 4. Nobody for stop 4? Okay, we have someone. 7. Was one of the first churches in this city to advocate for same-sex marriages. It's an Anglican church.
That's the old church. One of the old. That is nice. We are on Queen and Avenue Road. Oh, this is Bloor Street. That's the road.
Okay, so now in front of us, to the left, we have the Royal Ontario Museum in front of us here.
Oh, this is
Well,
interesting.
Chucky Court Rum. That big kind of crystal design you see there coming out of the building, it's called the 𝐒𝐢𝐠𝐻
There you
crystal.
go.
Named after Jamaican Canadian-born artist
Oh,
𝐒𝐢𝐿.
what's
Well,
that
the
thing?
whole entrance here cost $270 million to build.
that's a
𝐒𝐢𝐿 also donated $30 million to building this entrance.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll talk more about this museum when we come back.
That's the Royal Ontario Museum.
Okay, now that after we have the Royal Conservatory of Music. Famous actor Ryan Reynolds graduated from the Royal Conservatory of Music.
On our left. I know, eh?
I just got a shower.
Yeah, it looks like we're going down.
Okay, so on the left here we have the I just want to take a seat, but it's the University of Toronto Varsity Blue Stadium. What a varsity means not the longest, most consecutive number of losses. They have about 45 losses from 2001 to 2004. They won the first game block of the from a Native American word, 𝐒𝐤𝐿, and 𝐒𝐤𝐿 means the sudden rise in land. So yes, we're now on Spadina Avenue.
We are now in.
Okay, so now we
Spadina.
are in another upper class neighborhood known as the Annex, which is still on Spadina Avenue. If you notice the buildings, especially the ones here on your right, they're kind of different from the ones we have in Yorkville. Yes, that's because the residents of the Annex wanted to preserve the heritage of this neighborhood. So they didn't allow like much changes to be done on these older buildings here. So yes, this area or this neighborhood, the Annex, was first founded in
Because it was
1887.
raining.
A lot of people, important people, have lived in the Annex. Like Ryan Reynolds lived in the Annex. His rent was $13,000 a month when he lived here. Founder of the Toronto Eaton Center, Timothy Eaton, also lived in the Annex. The man who built Casa Loma, 𝐶𝐻 also lived here in the Annex. Expansive gardens. A library for 10,000 volumes of books.
We are approaching
and
the
a
Casa Loma.
tunnel that leads from the castle to the stables. Yes, it's pretty big. Well, 𝐶𝐻 also lived, like I said, lived there with his family. So most of the old furnishings used to build Casa Loma are still there. Like his master's bedroom, his servant's bedroom, and you know, that 800-foot tunnel I was talking about earlier, most of the other thing is still intact there. And well, 𝐶𝐻 was also known as being a garden guy. He loved to be in the gardens. So that's why Casa Loma has a lot of very big, expansive gardens there. Much more easier entrance if you don't want to take the stairs. On your right here, you're going to see a wall of different stones. So when 𝐶𝐻 wanted to build this wall, well, he told the residents of Toronto that if you can bring me different stones to build my wall, I will give you a day's worth of wages, which is like $1 at that time. That's like $25. And yes, that was how all the stones there like cost $1. Okay. So I'm gonna show you guys that more easier entrance to Casa Loma right about now. Okay, so the sidewalk on your right here. If you follow through the sidewalk on your right side, just go up that sidewalk and turn to the right again. That's the best entrance into Casa Loma. Okay, so yes, now we are at stop number 5, and I'll let you guys know when it's safe to get off the bus.
Please respect it.
The next Kevin Hart.
I'm sorry, but the seat is wet.
He's a comedian, bro. You're a funny guy, bro.
So, do you know how?
University of Toronto, but schools that offer grades 7 to 12 is a very prestigious school, one of the most expensive schools here in the city of Toronto. About only 25% of people who apply to grade 7 get in. And well, people who graduate from this school are said to have a 98% chance of getting into any university in the world. Okay, so now we are approaching stop number 7, the Bata Shoe Museum. We have people getting up for stop number 7, the Bata Shoe Museum. Okay, so coming up is the Bata Shoe Museum. It was opened on the 6th of May, 1995. I'm going to point out that shoe museum as we get closer. Okay, opened on 6th of May 1995, founded by Sonia Bata. You're going to find about 35,000 collection of shoes and footwear related objects right here in this museum. So we are now at stop number 7. Someone is getting off.
Bata Shoe Museum.
Yeah, someone getting off. Okay, yeah.
Okay, it's a shoe museum.
5, a rock and roll festival was held there. And a very famous rock and roll band known as the Beatles
also performed there in 1965 in that rock and roll festival.
The longest what? Losing?
Oh yes, they have the longest consecutive number of losses.
Wow. They're in history.
Yeah.
They made history.
Yeah. 1 million visitors every year. That makes this museum the most visited museum in Canada. And you can find up to 95,000 Chinese artifacts from China, and also over 50,000 Roman artifacts in Canada right there in that museum also. Well, the museum also offers free tours with purchase of admissions. Well, yes, that Michael Lee-Chin crystal we see there, Michael Lee-Chin said that he got the idea for this crystal from a handkerchief. So yeah, yes, there was a lottery that was done here in the city for a new entrance of this museum. He said he got it from a handkerchief, and that's how he won that lottery. Well, yes, also the Michael Lee-Chin crystal, because of the Ontario Heritage Act, is designed in such a way that it can be easily taken out of the building without destroying any part of the building, just in case they need to do that. Yeah. Okay. So yes, once we turn to the right at that intersection, I'm gonna show you guys the old entrance of the Royal Ontario Museum. Once we turn to the right. Okay, so coming up now on the right here, we're going to see the old entrance of the Royal Ontario Museum. The two lions you can see on either side are called Chinese lions, both imported directly from China. One of them is said, they're both meant to represent yin and yang. One of them is said to preserve the artifact inside that building. The other one is said to preserve the architecture of that building. Okay, so now we are in the main hub or main campus of the University of Toronto. So most of the buildings you can see to your left and right here are all departments of the University of Toronto. So yes, the University of Toronto is one of Canada's biggest and best universities. Usually ranked amongst top 10 best universities in the world. Well, this university has over 75,000 students. Well, this university is even older than Canada and even older than Ontario itself. So back then when Canada used to be a British colony, the university was called King's College until it was changed to the University of Toronto. But to preserve that heritage, there's a campus in the University of Toronto called King's College Campus, just to preserve that heritage. Okay, so now on the left we have, coming up now on the left here, we have the Ontario Legislative Building. This is where the most laws and rules in Ontario are being carried out. It is also called the Pink Palace, but because materials used to build that building were made out of pink color or pink hue. And well, to preserve the heritage of that building, skyscrapers are not allowed to be built directly behind the building to preserve that heritage. And just in case you're wondering, we are still in the University of Toronto. In case you're wondering. Yeah, we're still in this. Yeah, it's a very big university.
Did you say top 10?
Yeah. Yes, amongst top 10. But in Canada, it's number 2. Number 1 is McGill. Okay, so now on the left, we have the Toronto General Hospital on your left here. Yes, one of the largest hospitals in Toronto. Well, the first use of insulin to treat diabetes was first done and researched there in that hospital on the left. And on your right here, we have the Campbell Family Cancer Research Institute, also known as Princess Margaret Cancer Center, dedicated to eradicating cancer in Canada, 1 person at a time, ranked amongst top 5 in the world also. And on your right here, we have the Mount Sinai Hospital current location. If you remember in Yorkville, I showed you a Chanel store. That used to be the first location of the Mount Sinai Hospital. Well, that is the current location of Mount Sinai Hospital right now. And while the Mount Sinai Hospital, they have interpreters that interpret every language spoken in the world. And in case you go there and they don't speak your language, they're going to hire interpreters from their own pocket to be able to speak your language. And on the left now we have Sick Kids Hospital. Yes, the hospital dedicated for sick children. Well, most times the window washers of the Sick Kids Hospital dress up as superheroes like Iron Man, Spider-Man, Batman. Yes, it's just done that way to give the little kids in that hospital a more positive attitude or happy feeling. Okay, so right below us, there are tunnels that connect each and every one of these hospitals and the health district. And it's just done that way so that they can easily move patients and materials to and from each other hospitals. And for professional reasons, only staff are allowed in those tunnels, no one else. Okay, it's inspired by the story of Jumbo, a captive circus elephant that was killed by a train in 1885. Yes. Okay. And on the right now, this is Canada's largest art and design university, known as 𝐒𝐢𝐿 University. So we're going to go get a better view. Yes, 𝐒𝐢𝐿 stands for Ontario College of Art and Design. Well, if you can look up the rooftop of this university. If you can, is designed to look like a pencil box, and the pillars around it, you can see here, are designed to look like crayons holding up that pencil box.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, the 𝐒𝐢𝐿 University students have made some very impressive art installments in this city. I'm going to show you some of them pretty soon. Now, yes, on the left you're going to see a car crashing off the wall. But what happened was that a drunk driver drove through that wall. I'm not just kidding. That is an art installment done by the 𝐒𝐢𝐿 University students. It is called a CP24 news car or CP24 news truck. Yes, so CP24 is a 24-hour breaking news channel in Toronto. And the concept behind that is breaking news or breaking law. That's the concept.
Oh wait, is this my car? Oh, yesterday night I just crashed into it.
Yeah.
He said get your camera.
All right, and well, that building, or CN stands for Canada's National Tower, formerly known as the Canadian National Tower. That building is 553 meters high. It takes 58 seconds to go from the bottom to the top of that tower using a ladder. I'm just kidding, using an elevator. Yeah, but there's stairs too, but I mean, who's gonna take the stairs? But yeah, well, that building used to be the world's tallest freestanding building for 35 years. Until the Burj Khalifa, a hotel in Dubai, was then built and that took over. And well, at the top of the CN Tower, there's an activity called the Edge Walk, where we're suspended to the edge of that very big circle there. You're made to walk around that whole circle, and it takes about 72 seconds to walk around that top of the CN Tower there. Yes, and well, that building was built on the 26th of June, 1976. It was originally built as a radio tower back then, because a lot of buildings here in the city were jamming the radio signals. And yeah, okay. So we're almost at stop number 11. Is anybody wants to get off at stop number 11? Okay, we have people getting off for stop 11. I'll let you know once we get to stop 11. See you Tower South. And well, according to American architects, that building is still ranked amongst top 5 wonders of the modern world, the CN Tower. On our right, coming up, we have the Ripley's Aquarium of Canada, built in 2013, one of the world's largest underground aquariums. But the largest aquarium in Canada is located in Vancouver. That's where it is. And on your left, we have a train museum. Yes, so when trains were coming to Toronto, they did not have the technology to turn around to leave the city. So they were actually put on a platform, made to turn around and then leave the city. But that technology has advanced now, and these trains here are the oldest trains in the city of Toronto. On the left.
We're not going to the tower. That's a line for the tower.
No, it's for the Blue Jays. So. Yeah, Blue Jays. Yeah, that's. I'm gonna talk about it. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about they have a game today, so I'm gonna talk about it.
It's a game.
Yeah.
That's the CN Tower.
Yeah, that's the CN Tower. Oh yeah, are you guys getting off? Yeah. Bye-bye guys, have a good day, see you.
Blue Jays have indoor stadium?
Yes, the stadium is just, that's the Rogers Center. I'm gonna talk about.
Here you go. We're on top of the wall. And that's the Rogers Center. Oh, look at the lineup. There's a Blue Jays game today.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure when you see all the people put it on blue today, yeah, that's because they all have to support the Toronto Blue Jays. The Toronto Blue Jays is the baseball team of Toronto, the only baseball team of Toronto. But regardless of that, the Blue Jays bring a lot of pride and joy to Torontonians, especially when they do win games and when they build American teams also. Well, that is the Rogers Center, that's the home of the Blue Jays, Toronto Blue Jays. Well, the Rogers Center is the world's largest.
Yeah, the tourists.
We're on the going to stop number 12, Radisson Blue and Harbourfront. I used to work in that Harbourfront area.
First laid out in 1796. And yes, like I said, about 400 years ago, we are standing on Lake Ontario. Just be coming up, we're gonna get a better view, but that's Lake Ontario, the big body of water there. Lake Ontario, we're gonna get a very nice view. So we're almost at stop number 12. Radisson Hotel, Harbourfront. Anyone? Okay. Anyone for stop number 12? Okay, nobody for stop number 12. So coming up now, we have a very nice view of Lake Ontario on the right here. Yes, well, the lands you see there are called the Toronto Island. Well, people do live on the island, but the buildings are not owned by them. They're owned by the city of Toronto. Okay, so now we have stop number 12. Anyone plans to get up here? Okay, no one planning to get up. No one is getting up. Okay, so if you just look to your right now, you're going to be able to see a white bridge on the right there. That's where, on top of that bridge, that's where they filmed the first kiss in the movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Yes, the name of that bridge is called the Amsterdam Bridge. Okay. Okay, so if you just look to your right now, you're going to see a clock tower before you make a left turn. There's a clock tower on the right there. On top of that, okay, right on top of that clock tower, there's a flagpole. Well, where that flagpole is right now, that's where the needle on the top of the CN Tower was located before. And the needle was taken from there to the CN Tower using a helicopter. That helicopter was given a name called 𝐒𝐢𝐠𝐻. And when that was done, the entire event was broadcasted around the whole world. Because the moment that needle hit the CN Tower was then called the tallest building in the world. So for 35 years. So the needle I'm talking about is that upper white part. That's the needle I'm talking about of the CN Tower. That was there before. Yeah.
Selfie ka.
Oh, beautiful. Isn't it?
So guys, we're about to go under that bridge up front, the pretty little bridge, so please everyone for the safety just remain still on the bus. Thank you so much. All clear for the bridge, everyone see it, all clear. Okay. So some people ask like what's kind of a nice dish to eat here in the city? What do people love to eat here in the city? Well, one of them is beef potatoes. It's not a diet usually of a beef, it's a pastry. It's a sweet dish. People love to eat it here in the city, that's one of them. And the second one is poutine. Yes, poutine mostly consists of fries. You can have different types of poutine, like ketchup, mayonnaise, butter, and pickles and all that. So yeah, I wouldn't exactly say those are dishes that but
University Avenue.
Royal York Hotel on the left here. This hotel is a 5-star hotel. This is the only hotel in Canada that any member of the royal family stays anytime they visit Canada. And yes, well, the royal chambers of the Fairmont Royal York, anyone is allowed to stay in those royal chambers. It's said that they make you sign an agreement that if any member of the royal family visits, you have to leave that royal chambers. And well, unfortunately, you do not get reimbursed for your money, so no refund if you go to stay at that royal chambers. But well, when Justin Bieber visits Toronto, he stays in the royal chambers of this hotel. Okay, and right here we have Union Station. Okay, so there's something in Toronto that we call the Bata. It's called the Bata. The Bata is the world's largest underground shopping mall, shopping complex, which consists of about 150 shopping complexes underground. And yes, you can take the Bata connects to different major buildings here in town. That building too. It's a bank, so we have all the money for. Yeah. Okay, so yeah.
The Union Station.
So yeah, if you want, you can say that the building is near and close.
That's a yellow. yellow, I mean,
That's the beauty of it.
Toronto. So this is like gold plated now.
That's CN Tower. That's the CN Tower.
Oh, that's the railway station.
No, that
Oh, CN Tower is right there.
Okay, so does anyone know the two national sports of Canada? Anyone know the national sports of Canada? Hockey. The same thing, hockey. Okay, so yeah, the two national sports of Canada are hockey and lacrosse. Yeah, those are two national sports. So speaking of hockey, on the left here we have the Hockey Hall of Fame, founded in 1943 in Kingston to establish those who have developed Canada's winter sports, hockey or ice hockey. So we united to stop 13, Hockey Hall of Fame. Then when it was to get past stop number 13, Hockey Hall of Fame, nobody for stop 13, no one is getting off. But we're happy we're getting off.
Oh, here's St. Lawrence.
No one getting off. Around this water fountain, well, not actual dogs, those sculptured dogs. We're gonna see a very nice view coming up. 14 sculptured dogs and one cat on that water fountain on the left.
Oh, look.
That's the dog. We haven't been there. What stop is this? What stop is this? It's a nice stop. We should stop here.
Okay. Flat Iron Green here in the city. On your left is the Flat Iron Green of Toronto, built in 1892 by George 𝐒𝐢𝐿. The official name of the building is called the 𝐒𝐢𝐿 Beauty. You can turn that right about now, you get a nice view of that Flat Iron Beauty. Okay, and please just watch out for Francis on the left side of the bus. So now we are approaching stop number 14, St. Lawrence Market. Anybody wants to get up at stop 14? Okay, I'll let you know once we get to stop 14. But St. Lawrence Market coming up on the right was built in 1803. Since then, it has been the culinary focal point and communist heartbeat of Toronto. It's ranked amongst top 10 best food markets in the world, according to the National Geographic. Okay, I'll let you guys know when it's safe to get off. Yeah, you can find different types of beef, meat, cheese, different foods. And that's
This one is on too? St. Lawrence Market. We're gonna go here again. We're gonna get up here to eat.
coming up on the right side, we're going to see the young people's theater and right here, right tea. Considering that Saturday at 4 was the most theater for young people. This is the one to drink. Already that's the people's theater. Well, a lot of celebrities are from this city and from the country also. Like Drake is from this city. The Weeknd is from this city also. Justin Bieber is not from the city, but he's from Stratford, which is in Canada. And Ryan Reynolds is also Canadian too. Okay, so looking up ahead now to the left, you're going to see a big sign there written the Globe and Mail. The Globe and Mail is Canada's foremost news media company, founded in 1844 by George Brown. Yes, even the college, George Brown College, is named after him also. Okay, there used to be a lot of fancy pipelines in this building, and in the room too. But the building was starting to get very old, and the pipeline was starting to break down. So they had to quickly change it from a gas company to an upper company. They had left it that way, the building would have exploded. Okay, so now we're heading to the Distillery District. And all the Distillery people was founded by George 𝐒𝐢𝐿. George 𝐒𝐢𝐿 was the owner of the 𝐒𝐢𝐿 and Works Distillery. The 𝐒𝐢𝐿 and Works Distillery used to be one of the world's finest producers of whiskey at that time. They produced whiskey for about 135 years until it shut down. They started producing whiskey since 1832. Now the actual company, 𝐒𝐢𝐿 and Works, was founded by his father, William 𝐒𝐢𝐿 and James Works, two great father-in-law from England who founded that distillery. And well, our first food, okay, we're now at stop 15. Two houses, two sidewalks are made out of wood here in the city. It started out two gentlemen got kicked out of a bar for getting drunk. As drunk as they were dealing cigarettes. One of them dropped a half-lit cigarette on a bale of hay. That hay caught on fire and burned down the whole city. Yes, well, the fire was so large you could see it all the way from the Niagara region. After that incident, you would have thought maybe we would have learned our lesson. But then Toronto once again beat out of wood. As it turned out, Toronto unfortunately caught fire again. So yes, there are two great fires here in the city of Toronto. And the first fire happened in 1894. The second one happened in 1904. And after those two incidents, or after burning the city twice, the government then decided to put out a ban in building wooden houses here in the city. And that's why they switched from wood to more bricks and concrete. And yeah, that explains the brick house we have around us.
That's the story.
And well, the reason why it's called Old Town Toronto was because this is where the Toronto and the first free church in Toronto started coming up. It's going to be on the left side of the bus.
First, what?
Okay, coming up now on the left here, this small building we have here on the left is known as the Enoch Turner Schoolhouse. First free school in Toronto, built by Enoch Turner on the left.
Enoch 1848.
Also on the left here is the first free church in Toronto, known as Little Trinity Church. Well, I'm going to explain why it was called free. The reason why it was called free was because of a lot of houses here in this city were gas powered. So basically, to go to church, you had to pay to go to church. And while that church was the first hydroelectric powered church in this city, and while that then made it free. And for hydroelectricity, we have Sir Henry Phillips thank that for. Sir Henry Phillips is the man who introduced hydroelectricity into Toronto for the first time. It was built in 1842. Okay, so this old town part of Toronto we are in now is known as Corktown. Corktown is named after a big city or big town in Ireland. That's how they got the name Corktown. A lot of people came into the city from Ireland for the whiskey that was produced here. So some of them came to take the whiskey back to them, but Jesus fell. So they loved the whiskey so much they decided to start living here. So because a lot of people from Ireland in this part of the old town part, they decided to name it Corktown after a big city or big town in Ireland. But back then, there used to be an outbreak of cholera right here in the city. Cholera is a waterborne disease. Back then, they thought that cholera was an earthborne disease. When the residents of Toronto found out that cholera was a waterborne disease, they started using the whiskey that was produced here to disinfect the water before it was drank. That resulted in a lot of people buying whiskey. That also resulted in a lot of people getting drunk. Yeah, that was until they found it here. And well, it was very delicate about 1/3 of the people living here in the city too. Okay, so also there used to be a period known as the Prohibition period. The Prohibition period involved certain countries in North and South America. And the thing was that whiskey and some other products were banned from production in those countries. Well, Canada was the first to get rid of that prohibition 5 years before the US. And at that time, George Woodham was then running the distillery after his father had retired. He then partnered with an American man, Al Capone. Al Capone was a notorious man back in the day. Al Capone illegally transported whiskey from Canada to the US, especially. And after that, he then paid George Woodham huge amounts of money, which is called hush money. So that he basically say nothing about the illegal things was doing in those countries. And well, that's how George Woodham became one of the richest men who lived here in the city. Well, he had money from Al Capone, he had money from the distillery that was doing excellently well, and some other things he was doing along his lifetime also. Actually, how it is pronounced, not Toronto. Well, this company finally pronounced it as Toronto. They said that people in this city will know you're not from the city. So they added like a side joke that the last T there stands for tourists. Yeah, just a small side joke there. But it's not much of a big deal. A lot of people in the city still don't know that that's actually the actual pronunciation. And yeah, it's not much of a big deal. Okay, so yes, the city of Toronto is the largest and most populous city in Canada. In 2017, the population of Toronto was about 2.96 million people right here in the city. Just like 6 years ago, the number must have gone up by now. So yes, this city is one of the fastest growing cities in the world. Also one of the fastest developing cities in the world also. The city is a very vibrant and multicultural diverse city. You can find up to 56 different languages spoken right here in this city. Okay, I don't know if you guys have noticed there's like a Tim Hortons like every corner of the city. There's Tim Hortons right on the left. Yes, Tim Hortons is a coffee shop. It's a Canadian coffee brand founded by Tim Hortons. They have been brewing coffee since 1964. Tim Hortons was a hockey player who played defense. And well, he founded the first coffee shop. He built the first one in Hamilton. That first one was pretty successful. After that, he decided to expand it around the whole province. And well, after he died, he managed to build Tim Hortons and he decided to expand it around the whole country. So right now, Tim Hortons have about 4,600 locations in this country, and there's still doing more. That explains why we have a lot more Tim Hortons in this city, or no, more Tim Hortons in the city or in Canada than Starbucks. Yes, because of it's a Canadian coffee brand. And well, I don't know if you guys know Wendy's. Yes, Wendy's is an American fast food chain. Wendy's purchased Tim Hortons, and now Wendy's, Tim Hortons is now owned by an American fast food chain, Wendy's. But the origin of Tim Hortons is still Canada. And while Tim Hortons died in a car accident. He was just 44 years old. He died. Okay. So like I was saying, this city is a very multicultural, diverse city. Most the restaurants here are affected by that multicultural diversity. You can find different restaurants, African restaurants, Indian, Korean, Japanese, Thai, French, Indian, German, name them, they're all here in the city because of that multicultural diversity. Well, the province we are in now is Ontario. Ontario is one of the 13 provinces of Canada. Actually, the 10, the rest of the 13 would used to say they're provinces. Well, I know some parts of the world they're called states, like the US has 50 states, but in Canada they are called provinces. And well, Toronto is the capital city of Ontario. The capital city of Canada is Ottawa. Ottawa is still in Ontario. It's a 45-hour drive from Toronto to Ottawa. Well, Toronto is also known as the financial capital city of Ontario because a lot of money, a lot of revenue is generated in this city every year. Toronto used to be known as the industrial capital city of Ontario because a lot of industries are right here in the city. Some of them are shut down, moved out, or some of them are still running. Okay. So while this city, Toronto, is about 230 years old right now. This city, Toronto, was first founded in 1793. Back then, Toronto used to be called York. Toronto back then used to be called the town of York. Toronto was kind of this city was kind of a miniature version of New York. So people were then mixing up the whole name, like which was New York and New York in North America. So people were then demanding for the name to be changed. Toronto, it was then changed to Toronto in 1836. So before 1836, Toronto was called York, or the town of York. And after 1836, it was then called Toronto. Okay. On the 29th of September 1848, another very old church we have here in the city of Toronto.
St. Michael Cathedral.
Okay, so Toronto is also known as the city of construction. I don't know if you know there's a lot of constructions here in the city. Oh yes. Toronto is also known as one of the cities in the world with the worst traffic. I don't know if you can see the traffic here in the city. Well, Toronto is also one of the cities in the world with the worst air quality. Yes, about last month, the air quality in this city was very bad. Toronto was there ranked as #1 city in the world with the worst air quality. Well, the thing is that there are a lot of wildfires now in the country, and the smoke is putting most of the smoke from the wildfires, not just in Toronto, but in North America in general. And on the left here, we have Massey Hall, considered as Canada's oldest non-professional hall for music, built in 1894. A lot of popular people have performed there, like Lucky Dube, Bob Marley, the Beatles have also performed there in Massey Music Hall too. Okay, so in front of us now, you're going to see a big sign there written Toronto Eaton Centre. The Toronto Eaton Centre is the second largest mall in Canada. Well, a lot of people misconstruct the Toronto Eaton Centre as the largest mall in Canada, but it is not. The largest mall in Canada is located in Edmonton, Alberta. It's called the West Ed Mall. But the thing is that one in Edmonton is not located in an urban area like this one. So that makes that one the largest mall in an urban area in Canada. And once we turn to the right, we're going to get a better view of the mall. Well, the Toronto Eaton Centre was founded by Timothy Eaton. And back then, it just used to be called the Eaton Centre. But it was then changed to Toronto Eaton Centre to differentiate from other Eaton Centres in Canada. We're going to turn right now and get a better view. Get a better view. From all the way down there is the Toronto Eaton Centre. And well, before the pandemic, this mall was set to generate much more foot traffic than Disneyland and Disney World combined. Well, that just might be true because anyone can go to a mall. For Disneyland and Disney World, where you need tickets to go there. Okay guys, so we are heading to our stop number 1, Yonge-Dundas Square up front there. This bus is going to be at that stop for 15 minutes. 1-5. After that, we're going to do another tour of the day. So you can preview to be on the bus for 15 minutes, or if you want to, maybe you can step out, but please make sure to be back in 15 minutes. Okay, so I want to thank you so much for joining us. I hope you like this video. I hope you have a good rest.
Subscribe.
Well, if you did enjoy this one, or you did, you can feel free to leave a tip by the tip that I can. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in 15
Yonge-Dundas.
Yonge-Dundas Square.
We're back here. Okay. Yeah. We're going to eat. Take it.
Just go down there. Just go down
Yeah. Yeah, really, let's go.
There's much people waiting to go to the
Let's go here. sorry.
Oh, you like getting off?
We are here at Eton.